That's kind of nature, is that together we help. So if they were a member of your family, you would go and you would help as long as it took. That was the way that we did things. Don't be afraid to help people. Diné to be Diné, you have to be a helpful person. One of the teachings that was shared with me by my real close relatives and that, as to what they would say and what they would do. When I was very young, we used to go to other families' fields when they were planting, after the plowing was done and putting the corn into the ground and then covering it up, doing all of the different things that required a lot of hands. And even in the harvesting, we harvested beans and corn and squash. And so the teaching was, that's kind of nature, is that together we help. And individually, I congregate. Is what they say. That means to be helpful. And it was very important for us as we were growing up, and that we always help one another and all the different things that we had to do, even finding the horses or taking care of the sheep or taking care of any of the property or taking care of any kind of construction. I remember the many times that I helped build hogans. And to this day, I can build a hogan. In fact, I have built one more recently. I had all of the help that I could possibly acquire with all of my children and grandchildren and neighbors and that came around, and we put that whole hogan back together in just one day. And so when you help, and when you have help, and when you understand that you have to help, is the way that they instructed me. I don't own nothing. Don't just observe. Don't just watch. Get in there and help. When I listen to the old people, when they used to talk, they say, that means that we're losing this helping of one another, as our old people used to do, where they would come from miles around just to help family members, and the clan families especially. So they would divide it up by clan families. So if they were a member of your clan family, you would go and you would help as long as it took. That was the way that we did things. And even I remember when some of the family members learned about repairing automobiles, they would ask that relative to come over and work on their car for them. And before that, it was to repair wagons or to repair the harness on that would be used to pull the wagons. So it was always something. And then even now, when they have a big gathering, how the different people help by preparing certain foods and bringing it to that event, helping one another. And then when somebody is ill or somebody needs a special extended care, different family members would come and sit and take care of the family member that needed that kind of help. Even taking care of children while parents are doing something else. When I was very young, my mother and father would go off and work as migrant workers. And they would be gone for a month at a time. And during that time, my different clan relatives would come and stay with us. And sometimes they would leave us by ourselves for a period of time, but nonetheless, there was always family members, kinship families and clan families and that would come and help out. Helping is so very important to do. Today, there are so many people in the world that we want to help in some way or another. Don't be afraid to help people. To be Diné, you have to be a helpful person. So help one another out. Don't just look. Is what they used to tell us. Don't just stand there and look. Get in there and help. When helping people, it is in the traditional way to never really think of being compensated for that helping. It's wrong to be expecting some kind of compensation when you go in there to help. When you go over there and say, which means, let me help you. That does not mean, I'm going to do it with you and you're going to pay me. That's not what it means. It means I am going to help you. You don't have to compensate me for any reason at all. Helping without expecting some kind of compensation is a traditional way. Maybe sometime people might offer you some kind of compensation. It would be good to decline that compensation if you don't really need it. But if you do need something and somebody offers to compensate you, take it. But don't go in there to help and expect compensation. And so it is that those are the traditional teachings that I remember. Those are the things that we are told.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.